The next thing we're going to do is called rational zeros theorem. This is like a super duper quick lesson. It's probably going to take us 2 minutes. And what it is that now that you've learned how to, I'm trying to think of what the right word would be, factor, I guess. So you're going to take a cubic function and turn it into a linear times a quadratic. We were always giving you potential factors or potential zeros. What we're going to move into next is you're going to have to find that potential zero is, and then you're going to do the synthetic or long division. Now, if I give you a polynomial like f of x is equal to 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 11x plus 6, what we're going to do by the end of this is end up with three brackets that are multiplying together. So an x and an x and an x. And when these multiply together, they're going to end up as an x cubed. And so our job is going to be to figure out, well, what's one of these brackets? And so what you're going to look at is this number 6. So when you're going to look to see, hey, what could be my potential zero, all the numbers that go to at the end of the brackets are going to multiply to give you 6. So you could have 1, 1, and 6. You could have -1, -1, and 6. You could have 2, 3, and 1. You could have -2, -3, and 1. Like there's so many different possibilities. So what you're going to do is the first thing you do is you find all the factors of this constant. So it says P is a factor of A naught. In other words, this is your constant term. So for this problem, the factors of P are going to be plus or minus 1, 2, 3, and 6. It's the numbers that you would put in here that would multiply to get you 6. Now there's this kind of weird thing because we are going to be using synthetic division that you also want to look at the factors of a sub n, so the coefficient on the leading term. Sometimes I forget all my words. And so you're also going to think about, what if I took these and I divided them by plus or minus 1 or 2? So 1 and 2 are the only factors of 2. So that overall, all of my rational zeros, that is not a very good looking cue, all of my potential rational zeros would be plus or minus 1 divided by 1, which is plus or minus 1, plus or minus 1 divided by 2, so that would be a half, and I know these are not in numerical order, plus or minus 2 divided by 1, which would be plus or minus 2, plus or minus 2 divided by 2, which is 1, I already have it listed, and then plus or minus 3 divided by 1, which would be 3, plus or minus 3 divided by 2, which is 3 halves, plus or minus 6 divided by 1, which is 6, and then plus or minus 6 divided by 2, which is 3, and I already have it. So these are all the numbers that we're going to use as potential zeros of my polynomial. Now, it's very rarely going to be the fractions. It's most likely, especially on a test scenario, I'm probably going to make it one of these nice integers. Awesome. So that's this first lesson. How do you list your potential zeros of a polynomial function?